Should we start with the team news with Jack and Sariki? Are they back in contention as you hoped?
Yeah, both fit for the weekend, which is great news. Sariki's come through a bit of running, kept him off his feet yesterday. He'll train today with the rest of the group. Jack Taylor's trained all week very well, looks strong, looks good. So, yeah, they'll both be available.
Does that give you a fully fit squad then?
Just Ronnie Edwards. Young Ronnie's the only one. Touch wood. So to go into 9 games left of the season with fully fit squads, it's hats off to all the staff. It's fantastic, really. It's great for me that I've got some problems. I've got selection problems, which are good problems, but that's what you want as a manager, especially at this stage of the season. We're looking in good shape.
Yeah, it really is the case. Having won 7-0, it's great dilemmas, isn't it? Because you know whoever you're taking out, they've done well. If you choose to take someone out, you know whoever comes in has to really earn it.
Yeah, and also the ones that weren't in the team have to really do well to get back in it. So, but really, especially coming up with 2 games in such a short space of time, because after the game against Sunderland, we've only got I think we've got 2 more Tuesdays after that, but that's it. So it's more to a normal season as you would like to call it. So we just need to get through this weekend, hopefully pick up some points, and then we'll get a bit of a breather into them.
Looking at the home and the away form, clearly it will be something you've been thinking about heading into this one. But is there an argument to say the home form has been so strong that if you could win all of the games, it would pretty much see you over the line? Can you use that as a way of maybe relaxing a bit more away from home, just taking the pressure off a bit?
I think it's a dangerous game to just rely on your home form. You know, the 2 things we need to do, if at all possible, which would give us the best possible chance, is to continue our home form and improve our away form. You know, so. But we're just taking each game in isolation. I think that's the correct thing to do. We have done all season, and especially at this part of the season. No one's thinking about the Sunderland game. That'll take care of itself. This is a really tough game we've got. Always tough at Fleetwood. I think they're a good team. They've obviously picked up under the new manager. So we're expecting a tough game.
Yeah, presumably Simon Grayson, someone you've faced lots of times, know all about.
Yeah, lots of times. Been on the pro license with him, the A license with him. So know Simon very well. He's a very good record as a manager. Obviously, initially just went in the start to the end of the season, and then he's done that well. He's now got a longer contract. So his teams will be organised. I've watched 2 of their games now. And obviously they had a bit of a blip against Swindon, but the previous games, clean sheets, wins. So it'll be a tough game.
Yeah, and another side that like to play the 3 at the back, so a bit of food for thought, given that it worked well against Accrington last weekend.
Yeah, they've mainly played 3 at the back. They've mainly had quite a consistent team, I've got to be honest. They've chopped and changed a little bit with the back 3. Danny Andrew played as a centre-half against Blackpool, but normally as a wing-back. They did change to a 4-2-3-1 against Swindon. So, listen, we'll prepare as normal. But again, I keep saying it every week, we need to get to a level of performance similar to what we did against Accrington, if possible, because it was a very, very good performance.
Do you think it will make much of a difference that they had the international break, in effect, that they had last weekend off?
Well, they've had 2 weeks between games, so it can work 2 different ways, Peter, to be honest. You can lose the rhythm of your games, of playing games, and that can have a hindrance, or it can be a real help and freshen everyone up. I suppose Simon being quite new into the job, it would probably be good for him that he gets to work properly with these players, because you couldn't imagine he had too much time because the games were so close together. So I suppose for the manager, it's a good thing.
I saw that you'd mentioned about when you're in a situation like this, when you're in the promotion mix, try and enjoy it as best you can, make the most of being in this position. Does it help for you personally that you've got a few promotions under your belt, so you've seen it all before? Does it help when you've got that experience, and you know, if you have a bad day, that's what happens? You know, if like last weekend you have a really good day, that's what happens, is all part of the journey?
I think I have to use the experience I've got, you know, as a manager, and also of these situations at this time of the season. Whenever I've been at this club, and this is obviously my third time, and I can't remember how many years. It's been quite a few years. I've never ever had a season where it's just been mid-table, really. Apart from the one time I got sacked. So it's always been promotion or trying to keep the club in the championship. So, and at Doncaster it was very similar. Promotion, relegation. So there's always been. I'm used to this part of the season where there's a lot to riding on it. So. Really, the players need me to use my experience, stay calm, and listen. I'll enjoy it, and I want the players to. I think it can be a little bit more difficult for the players, but it's my job to make sure my staffs that they stay calm and confident. And certainly, they played with a smile on their face against Accrington, and the fact they relaxed and enjoyed it. Obviously, yeah, when we go 3-0 up after 23 minutes, you can do that, but it was an excellent performance. We were totally ruthless.
Yeah, it's a funny one, isn't it? In that, from the outside looking in, and for the players who haven't experienced this before, to a degree, they'll know what to expect. They'll understand what it's all about. But when you've actually lived through it and been through it before, it is that big advantage.
Yeah, I think so. But also to motivate the players in different ways. This is a big moment for us. There's no getting away from that. You don't have to shy away from that. The players know it. You could be talking about the difference. You would like to think when we get to the next season in August, that crowds will be back in. For example, you could play Derby away in the first game, or you could be playing Rochdale away. No disrespect to Rochdale, but the difference is huge. 30,000, 2,500. So for me, that's got to be the motivation. We've mentioned that now and again to the players, but the main thing is just to focus on what's in front of us. But don't shy away from it. We should enjoy it and embrace it, really.